Let me just share the income of the corporation for the company for the quarter ended 30th June 2013 has increased to 1,10,467 crores, a 14% jump over the same period in the last year. The refinery throughput is marginally down in the first quarter to 13.130 from 13.579. This is largely due to some of the planned shutdowns and some other interruptions which happened during the first quarter. The pipeline throughput of the company for both the products is marginally same or maybe slightly less at 18.577 vis-a-vis 18.583 for the same period in the last year. But if we look at the crude throughput, it is slightly more than last year, 114 versus 117%. The domestic sales also of the company for various products is marginally, again, it's around the same level, 17.227 versus 17.379. Vis-a-vis the first quarter of the last year, excluding naphtha. For all other products excluding naphtha, and if we include naphtha, then it is 18.138 versus 18.247 for the last year. The loss for the quarter ended, the results for the whole quarter ended in a loss, but the loss is substantially decreased to rupees 3,093 crores. As compared to rupees 22,451 crores in the first quarter of last year. The decrease is 86%. This is mainly due to the unmet under-recoveries, which were 17,485 crores last year in the first quarter. And this year, the government has sanctioned. We have also got the money from the upstream companies, which was their contribution. And the under-recoveries have come down to 1,212 crores in the first quarter of this year, vis-a-vis 17,485 crores for the same period last year. So that's largely the reason that, but if we look at, I'll share a little later, if we look at the performance also, the performance of the company during the quarter has been better than last year, though we still have lower GRMs, but our refineries had a positive GRMs, positive margin of approximately 895 crores in the first quarter, vis-a-vis the losses negative, which was the case last year. The borrowings of the company, which were 80,894 crores on 31st March 2013, have come down to 71,714 crores, again due to receipt of compensation from the government towards the under-recoveries of last year. The current year's under-recoveries, as far as the products are concerned, on HSD is 9 rupee 29 paisa per liter. On SKO, it is 33 rupees 54 paisa per liter, and on LPG cylinders, it's 412 rupees per cylinder. Now, let me just share some of the changes that have taken place during the, how the product market for the industry is changing. In last year, if I look at the growth of MS, the growth was 2.1% in the first quarter, April-June 2012. And if I look at this year, the growth is much increased, 5% in the first quarter of this year. If I look at LPG, the last year growth in the first quarter was 7.2%. This year it's 1.8%. If I look again at diesel, last year the growth was 10.2%, and this year it's 6.7% in the first quarter. ATF, aviation fuel, which was negative last year in the first quarter at 3.2% negative, this year the position continues to be same, and it's around 4.9%, but it has started looking up now. So this has been and some of the changes which took place in the last quarter of the last financial year, like the bulk HSD pricing, etc. It had also some effect on the components of the diesel sales in terms of reduction in the bulk sales and increase in the retail sales. So the last year the bulk sales increased 4.3%, retail sales in the first quarter increased 11%, and if I look at this year's quarter, the bulk sales reduced by 4.1%, it was a negative growth, and the retail sales increased by 9%. So these are some of the developments which have taken place as far as the trend of the product consumption is concerned.